What's next for gaming mice? Well, if you're making a gaming mouse, take notes because this is some free game. In my opinion, the future of gaming mice is not going to be about objective improvements. Everything objective in a gaming mouse, the sensor, the clicks, the weight, all of that has kind of hit a point where people don't really care about it anymore and it's clearly diminishing returns. And it's also gone to a point where any improvement is not really humanely noticeable. It's really just a placebo effect. I think the future for gaming mice, especially as a gaming mice manufacturer, if you are one, is to differentiate through subjective means because it's going to impact people's experience, performance, and comfort way more than improving objective things that are expensive to do and also don't really matter to most people. And the three main things that are subjective in a gaming mouse that could be improved upon, that I've identified at least, are as follows. Number one is materials. I think the future for gaming mice design is good material design. There's so much potential when it comes to the materials used in a gaming mouse. I mean, there's been more focus recently, thankfully, on the coatings and the finishes and the feel in the hand with materials of gaming mice, and I think that is a potential gold mine to differentiate yourself as a mouse manufacturer. We're starting to see some of this already with a focus on coatings, for example, by Vexi and Zowie, a focus on, using unique esoteric materials like magnesium by Razer or Finalmouse, and some brands starting to pay attention and actually putting a coating on their mouse that doesn't actually just feel completely disgustingly slippery. But still, there's so many mice out there that need a good coating or need grip tape to even feel somewhat nice in their hand despite their excellent shape. For example, the very excellent Viper V2 Pro, which is completely slippery unless you put grip tape on it because of Razer's terrible matte finish that is too damn slippery. But the thing about material design is that it's not just about the coating and the finish of a mouse and how that, grips in your fingers. Material design can be applied to so many aspects of a gaming mouse. For example, the mice feet. Is PTFE or glass the only solution for mice feet? I'm quite confident that some smart engineer out there can probably find a even better material. Better materials could also be used for things like the side buttons or the scroll wheel so that there is more tactile feedback, better sounding buttons or clicks or scroll wheels, or maybe just they feel better because the finish or material on these parts are better. Can you imagine if the front button had a slightly different texture or slightly different material to the back button for the side buttons, so you know immediately when you're reaching for it what button you're pressing for? That's just an example, and I can name countless more, but if you want me to tell you, you're gonna have to pay. Logitech, if you're watching, you know where to find me. But beyond that, there's also, I feel, a lot of potential for different material design choices to possibly improve things like the balance, the weight of a mouse. I mean, yeah, the outside shell has to be of particular materials for better grip or better feel or better rigidity, but I'm sure the materials used inside a gaming mouse has room for innovation. Perhaps you could use lighter materials towards the top and then heavier materials towards the bottom for weight balance. Like, there's the list of possibilities are endless with something as subjective as material design, which makes it really awesome. Number two, the shape. I mean, the shape is like an endless number of combinations. There are just so many potential shape ideas and innovations out there that we just haven't discovered yet or just haven't been worked on yet. The Xtrfry M8 Wireless is proof that there is still a lot to be discovered about what the ideal gaming mouse shape is. And the thing is, there's just so many things we can still do with different mouse shapes. Bigger, smaller, more varied, weird shape, tilted, non-tilted, flat, low, like high. Like, there's so many different things we can do with mouse shapes, and I think it's not fully discovered yet. And beyond that, I also feel like there needs to be more variety of the already popular shapes. I mean, for example, like the Viper and the Viper Mini. But beyond that, look at Logitech. They've got the G703, they've got the G502, they've got the G Pro X Superlight. These mice shapes are nice and legendary and very popular, but they don't have smaller or bigger variations, and the 703 hasn't even been updated with a newer sensor and lighter weight yet. So what the hell's going on there, Logitech? Can you wake up, please? And USB-C on the G Pro X? Come on. Hello? But either way, the shapes are very subjective and there are infinite level of possibilities, so I think that's a great place next for gaming mice to focus on rather than just specs. Number three is not really a subjective thing, but is subjectively for a lot of people one of the more important aspects when choosing a gaming mouse, and that is battery life. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because Logitech is just so far ahead in terms of sensor efficiency and battery life with their wireless gaming mice that I'm kind of concerned for other gaming mice manufacturers that are using Pixart sensors and things which are lagging behind. Now, if you don't know, Logitech's Hero sensors use a custom design because Logitech has money, so they can make their own secret plans and hide it away from everyone else, these cheeky buggers. And because of that, they developed their own custom hero sensor with a focus not only on wireless performance but also on battery life. And the thing about battery life is that it's kind of super important. If you want your wireless gaming mouse to be a reliable product for esports gaming, it needs to be something that people can trust. And nobody can trust your mouse if the battery life isn't good enough to last a whole week of intense usage without a charge, because, well, you kind of don't want your mouse to be running out of battery in the middle of the game. And you might be like, just be responsible, charge your mouse between every game, you know? Like, what if you're at a LAN tournament? What if you are traveling around and you forget to charge because you're busy? Like, there are many reasons why someone wouldn't charge their mouse, and I think a lot of people would want their gaming mouse to be reliable and be able to give them high levels of performance, whether they remember to do things or not, especially since esports tools are tools at the end of the day and they have to get the job done. And the thing is, the biggest complaint and the biggest question I've gotten in my comments over the last couple of months for my mouse reviews has been, oh, I came from a G Pro Wireless. Oh, I came from a G Pro X Superlight. Oh, I came from a G Pro. Why does my Lamzu or my Razer or my Pulsar have so much shorter of a battery life than my Logitech G Pro? Is it because there's something wrong with my mouse? The truth is, no. You know, there's nothing wrong with your Pulsar or your Lamzu. It's just that no one can touch Logitech in terms of battery efficiency in lightweight gaming mice still to this day, which is very worrying if you are a competitor for Logitech and are trying to take their market share. So that's something that I think gaming mice manufacturers should really be focusing on. And with that, those are the three main things I hope to see and think should be the future focus for gaming mice makers. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell me in the comments, like and subscribe. Bye.